What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. So, guys, we finally have an answer on Isaiah Rodgers, his looming suspension. It is confirmed. Adam Schefter did confirm today that Isaiah Rodgers, amongst a few other players as well, are expected to receive season-long suspensions for allegedly gambling. Now, if you remember, Isaiah Rodgers was not just gambling, but he was gambling at the NFL level, and he was gambling in different Colts games. So, obviously, it's bad enough with the whole gambling thing in the NFL. We've seen different players get that, but also with, his team as well. I mean, that's a whole nother level. So I guess initial reaction for me, I thought this was the bare minimum for Isaiah Rodgers. I thought he was, if we're lucky, it was just going to be a year, and it could be he's kicked out to made an example of what not to do. So, obviously we already talked about it in a previous video when initially the reports did come out that just untimely kind of thing for Isaiah Rodgers. The guy that was projected to probably be the number one outside corner this year. He's entering a contract year and just all these things. And so it just was really untimely, a really poor decision by Isaiah Rodgers to do this. I will give him credit. He did come out and he did formally apologize and say, whatever, comes my way, I'm willing to accept it and deal with the consequences of it. But it is a big, obviously loss for the Colts in the short term this year, a big loss for the cornerback room. But I guess for Isaiah Rodgers' sake, it's a good thing that he's only suspended for a year. He should consider himself lucky that he's only suspended for a year because that could have gone a lot worse than it did. Now, we'll see if anything else comes out. But as of right now, that's kind of what the deal is with Isaiah Rodgers, just suspended a year. So, I don't know how that impacts maybe his, does he come back to Indianapolis? I know some people were speculating to say they think he's done in Indianapolis, but I don't know. Maybe the Colts look at it, they say, hey, the kid messed up. He made a mistake. He owned it. And, we'll bring him back next year on a 1-year deal and see if he can prove himself. Right. And so it just, for Isaiah Rodgers' sake with Indianapolis, it sucks because he loses the opportunity to be, get decently paid, decently extended this next offseason. At the minimum, I think, or at the most, I think, rather, he's going to get a 1-year prove it deal kind of thing and then go from there. So for Isaiah Rodgers' sake, he's lucky that it's not worse than it is. For the Colts' sake, it just sucks for this year. But maybe there's a small chance he does come back with Indianapolis after serving the year-long suspension. Well, I guess we'll find out what happens there, and obviously it will all determine what happens with, some of the emergence, some of these younger corners as well, who now have a lot more of an opportunity to get starting reps from day one. So let me know, guys, your overall thoughts on the Isaiah Rodgers situation. I don't feel like any of us were very surprised when the news did come out earlier today, but it obviously just sucks all the way around, however you look at it, for Isaiah Rodgers and for the Colts. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, but that'll do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And as always, guys, go Colts.